You feel it, don't you? That little hum in your chest when something is just off. It's not paranoia. It's not you being insecure. It's your intuition, and it's the most honest voice you have. It's that quiet whisper that gets a little louder until you just can't ignore it anymore. So many of us are taught to push that feeling down, to explain it away, or to label it as simple anxiety or jealousy. We're told we need cold, hard proof, a smoking gun, before we even have the right to feel unsettled. But here's the thing about betrayal. It never comes from your enemies. It comes from the people you trust the most. And it rarely shows up with a bang. It starts with tiny shifts, little fractures in the foundation of a relationship that your gut feels long before your mind can piece it all together. Today, we're not just going to talk about that gut feeling. We're going to learn how to listen to its warnings before betrayal gets the chance to shatter your world. We'll explore the silent alarms your body sends when trust is broken, and how to finally give that inner voice the respect it deserves. The problem: the agony of self-doubt. Before we get into the warnings, we have to talk about the gaslighting. And I don't just mean the gaslighting from the person who is betraying you. I mean the gaslighting we do to ourselves. Have you ever had that nagging feeling that something was deeply wrong? And when you finally got the courage to confront the person, they hit you with, "You're being crazy. You're just insecure," or the classic, "It's all in your head." And for a second, you actually believe them. You start to doubt your own sanity. That's a classic tactic of a deceptive person. Turn your real concerns back on you until you feel like you're the problem. This self-doubt is made even worse by a psychological phenomenon called betrayal blindness. This is when we are, on some level, completely unaware of a betrayal, because actually admitting it to ourselves would threaten a relationship that feels essential for our survival. It's a survival mechanism. Our brain literally filters out information that feels too dangerous to know. Our deep-seated need for attachment can overpower our natural ability to detect a threat. This can leave you in a bizarre state of knowing and not knowing at the same time, leaving you with unexplained anxiety, confusion, or just a constant feeling of being off. Your body knows the truth, even when your mind is desperately trying to keep the peace. This is why trusting your gut isn't just a nice idea, it's an act of self-preservation. The solution: the 5 electric warnings from your gut. Your intuition is really just your subconscious mind processing thousands of tiny data points. A shift in someone's vocal tone, a flicker of an eye, a break in their daily pattern that your conscious mind is too busy to catch. It's not magic, it's your own internal threat detection system. So let's break down the 5 most powerful warnings it sends. Warning number 1. The shift in communication energy. This is often the very first thing your gut picks up. It's not always about what they say, but the energy behind it. Conversations that used to flow easily suddenly feel guarded or like you're hitting a wall. You might notice them being more evasive, dodging certain topics, or giving you vague answers to simple questions. In a romantic relationship, maybe your partner suddenly seems uninterested in your day, or stops sharing details about theirs. In a friendship, it could be a friend who once told you everything suddenly going quiet. At work, maybe a colleague you collaborated with openly now holds back information, or only communicates in clipped, formal emails. Your gut feels that withdrawal. It senses the new distance in the energy between you, even if the words themselves are still polite. That feeling of an emotional disconnect is a huge red flag. Warning number 2. The sudden wall of secrecy. Trust is built on being open with each other. When that openness is replaced with a fortress of secrecy, your intuition is going to sound the alarm. This is one of the oldest signs in the book. A classic example is a sudden, intense privacy around their phone or computer. Passwords get changed, phones are always kept face down, and they might start leaving the room to take calls. But it goes beyond tech. It can be unexplained absences, where their stories about where they were feel thin or, weirdly, too detailed. In a family, this might look like a sibling making huge financial moves without telling anyone. In a friendship, you might find out that your friend is hanging out with a whole new group of people and actively hiding it from you. This kind of secrecy isn't about a healthy need for personal space. It's about hiding actions that they know would break your trust. Your gut feeling here is one of exclusion and suspicion, a sense that you're no longer allowed into a part of their life you once were. Warning number 3, the erosion of respect and support. Betrayal isn't always one big dramatic event. Often, it's a slow, painful death by 1,000 cuts, an erosion of respect. Your intuition will notice when someone who is supposed to be on your team starts subtly or not so subtly undermining you. This can show up in a lot of ways. It can be a friend who shares your deepest secrets with others, turning your confidential stories into casual gossip. It could be a partner who constantly makes jokes at your expense in front of others, or dismisses your achievements. This is especially toxic in the workplace. It might be a teammate who takes credit for your work, or a manager who suddenly vanishes when you need their support. These actions all send the same message. You are not valued, and your well-being isn't their priority. Your gut feeling in these moments is often one of shrinking, of feeling small or foolish. It's a painful alert that the person you trust doesn't actually respect you. They might even try to normalize this behavior, making you feel like you're the one who's overreacting. If any of this is hitting home for you, if you've ever felt that pit in your stomach and been told you were wrong, please take a second to like this video. It helps send the message that these feelings are valid. And I really want to hear from you in the comments. Share a time when your gut tried to warn you. When we share our stories, we realize we're not going crazy, and we're not alone. Warning number 4. The pattern of unaccountability. People who are breaking your trust rarely take responsibility for it. Instead, they become masters of shifting the blame and getting defensive. When you try to bring up something that feels off, they'll find a way to spin it around and make it your fault. You question their late nights at work, and suddenly you're being controlling and jealous. You tell a friend they hurt your feelings, and you're accused of being too sensitive. This is a flat-out refusal to be held accountable. An honest person who truly values you, even if they mess up, will be open to talking about it. They'll listen, but someone who is hiding something will deflect, deny, and defend. Your gut reacts to this pattern with a deep sense of frustration. It feels like you're trying to have a real conversation with a wall of smoke. You know you're not being heard, and that's a powerful sign that they are far more committed to their own secrets than to the health of your relationship. Warning number 5. The feeling of being an outsider. This one is maybe the most profound and painful warning. It's the feeling of deep emotional distance. You can be in the same room with someone, your partner, your best friend, a family member, and feel like you're a million miles away. They are physically there, but emotionally gone. Their focus and energy are being directed somewhere else. You might notice they stop making real eye contact. Their affection, if there is any, feels robotic or like an obligation. With a friend, you might see that they only seem to reach out when they need something, but they're nowhere to be found when you're celebrating a win. They might just seem perpetually unavailable, brushing off any attempt you make to have a deep conversation or truly connect. This feeling of being on the outside looking in is your intuition screaming that the bond you thought you had has been broken, even if no one has said the words out loud. It's a deep, primal loneliness that you can only feel in the presence of someone who used to feel like home. What to do now? From warning to wisdom. Recognizing these signs is the first, most important step. But what do you do next? You don't have to wait for a signed confession to start protecting yourself. You are allowed to trust your gut. First, observe without judging. Just start paying quiet attention. Notice the inconsistencies, not to build a legal case against them, but to confirm to yourself that you are not imagining things. Second, Re-establish your boundaries. If someone consistently makes you feel small, confused, or hurt, you have every right to limit your interaction with them. You don't need a committee's approval to protect your own peace. Third, seek clarity, not confrontation. You can approach the person from a place of your own feelings, not accusations. Instead of saying, "I know you're lying," try something like, "I've been feeling a distance between us lately, and it's making me feel anxious. Is everything okay?" Their reaction to this vulnerable, non-accusatory approach will tell you everything you need to know. Finally, remember this. Their betrayal is a reflection of their character, not your worth. You can't control what other people do. You can only control how you respond and how you care for yourself. Learning to trust your gut isn't about becoming a paranoid detective in your own life. It's about rebuilding the most important relationship you'll ever have, the one with yourself. That hum in your chest, that pit in your stomach. It isn't a flaw. It is your wisdom. It is your oldest, most loyal protector. For too long, you might have been taught to silence it. Let today be the day that ends. The pain of betrayal is devastating. There's no way around it. But it also carries a lesson. It teaches you to listen to yourself with fierce loyalty. It forces you to become the guardian of your own well-being. While intuition isn't a magic 8-ball that's 100% right every time, it can be colored by our own anxieties or past experiences. It is a vital signal that something needs your attention. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. Choose to become someone who listens to their own soul. Choose to believe yourself. Because learning to work with your intuition is the ultimate act of self-loyalty.